Welcome to Star Memoirs, your destination for unforgettable celebrity legacies. Our first news is this. Beauty influencer, Valeria Marquez, 23, fatally shot during TikTok live stream. A content creator's life has ended in unfathomable tragedy. Beauty influencer Valeria Marquez died May 13th after a man entered her Jalisco, Mexico beauty salon and fatally shot her, according to a report from the local Attorney General's office via translation. She was 23. The attack occurred while Marquez was conducting a live stream on TikTok inside her Blossom Beauty Lounge, the Attorney General's office said. Video of the deadly incident subsequently circulated on various platforms, in which she seemed to clutch her abdomen before her body went limp. The shooting took place at approximately 6:30 p.m. local time, per the Attorney General's preliminary report. First responders arrived at the scene after a 911 call was placed, though paramedics confirmed Marquez no longer had vital signs upon their arrival. At the time the report was published, officials were on the scene gathering evidence and speaking with witnesses in order to determine the details of the attack and identify Marquez's assailant. The report also noted the incident was being treated as a femicide, which is the killing of a woman or girl for reasons based on their gender. A forensic team is set to transport Marquez's body to their facilities to conduct an autopsy and have her remains identified by her next of kin. In the days before her death, Marquez, whose online audience includes over 173,000 Instagram followers and 128,000 TikTok followers, posted a series of modeling photos and selfies. Many of her fans left comments on her posts to pay their final respects in the wake of her passing. "She was very beautiful," one user wrote via Spanish translation. "I hope justice is served. She didn't deserve that ending." Another user commented via Spanish translation that no one deserves to die that way, adding, "May this beautiful young woman rest in peace." Our second news is this: how Kim Porter's sudden death affected Sean Diddy Combs. Sean Diddy Combs called Kim Porter's sudden death a nightmare he couldn't wake up from. "I don't know what I'm going to do without you, baby. I miss you so much," he captioned an Instagram post honoring Porter, 3 days after her November 15, 2018, death from pneumonia at the age of 47. In an effort to explain our unexplainable relationship, he continued, "We were more than best friends. We were more than soulmates. We were some other ST. And I miss you so much. Super black love." Never mind that they hadn't been a couple for a decade. But over the 25 years they had been in each other's lives, they made a big blended family, including her son Quincy Brown, Combs' son Justin Combs, and the kids they had together, son Christian Combs and twin daughters Delilah Starr Combs and Jesse James Combs. And Delilah and Jesse's Mother's Day tribute this year was a reminder that Porter is irreplaceable. "You were the best mommy anyone could have ever had. And we are so blessed that God chose you to be our mommy," the 18-year-olds wrote May 11th on Instagram. "We miss you so very much every single day, and we wish you could be here with us today. These last couple years have been so extremely difficult without you by our side." The following day, a jury was seated and testimony got underway in their father's criminal trial. Combs, who's been in jail since September, has pleaded not guilty to racketeering conspiracy and 2 counts apiece of sex trafficking and transportation to engage in prostitution. While prosecutors have accused the 55-year-old Bad Boy Entertainment founder of presiding over a criminal enterprise that required the assistance and complacency of numerous unnamed associates, the center of the prosecution's case is his alleged abuse of longtime girlfriend Cassie Ventura and other unnamed accusers. Combs' attorneys said in court that he's guilty of domestic violence against Ventura, but have maintained that all sexual activity she and the other accusers engaged in was consensual. Porter never accused Combs of abuse, but she readily alluded to the other things she dealt with until she decided she was done. For instance, their twins were born in December 2006, 5 months after Combs welcomed daughter Chance Combs with Sarah Chapman. And Ventura, who's pregnant with her and husband Alex Fine's third child, testified during Combs' trial May 13th that she and Porter also overlapped on his romance timeline. "We started to spend more time together," the 38-year-old, who released her debut album Cassie through Bad Boy in 2006, said on the stand. "We were spending a lot of time together one-on-one. It was not public for many years. He just didn't want it to look bad, but also knew it was because of his children and personal things, like his family." Ventura and Combs were rumored to be a couple for years before confirming as much in 2012. They broke up for good in 2018. "It's not an original script. He's not the first man who's cheated," Porter told Essence.com in September 2007, 2 months after she broke up with Combs. "He's not the first man who's had a baby outside of his relationship. He's not the originator of this, but at this point in my life, I have girls now. It's a different program." Ultimately, she explained, "I wasn't waking up feeling happy. There's no other way for me to articulate it other than a feeling. I just wasn't feeling it. That's why I had to leave." And when she did, she left a big blank space in her wake. "I wanted to be dramatic," Porter said. "I wanted him to know I wasn't breaking up with him for 2 weeks, or maybe leaving for 2 days. If I pack up everything, twins and all, it means I'm out. Puffy's an action person, not a talk person, so I had to have an action. Telling him, 'Babe, I'm leaving,' was not gonna do it." It was Porter not just emptying her closet, but also taking the furniture, the cars, and everything else she felt was rightfully hers out of the house while Combs was out of town. Of the timing, she noted, "You think he would have let me walk out the door? He wouldn't have wanted me to go." And it wasn't only because he'd fathered a child outside of their relationship, but that certainly didn't make her want to stay. "I left because at this point in my life I want something different for myself," Porter said. "I invested 10 years, I have children, and I've always stood by him, but now it's time for me and what I want to do for Kim." And in the meantime, she added, there was no ill feeling or "I can't stand you, I hate you, don't call." There's none of that. We have 3 children together, so that's just not an option. We're committed to our children even if we couldn't commit to each other. Porter was in attendance with Justin, Quincy, Delilah, Jesse, and Christian when Combs got a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame in 2008, and the exes did remain close for the rest of her life. Not that she forgave and forgot immediately. "That betrayal really affected Kim," Combs reflected to Essence in 2019. "There were days I thought I may have lost my best friend. The healing took time." When he and Porter talked in the years following the end of their romantic relationship, "It was about the kids," Combs told the publication, reflecting on how he jumped into mommy mode after her death. "It was what she cared about the most. We'd check in as friends, of course, but we never had a conversation that didn't include the kids. It was like some superhero tea. I ain't even gonna lie. On some level, I knew she was training me for this. I knew that I had to be ready to do whatever I was supposed to do if something like this ever happened." According to the Los Angeles County Medical Examiner coroner, Porter complained of a sore throat on November 7, 2018, and by November 12, she had developed a fever of 102 degrees. She tested negative for influenza and strep, per the coroner's statement, and was treated with antibiotics, vitamins, and the painkiller Toradol. Her temperature had returned to normal, November 14, the coroner said, and that night she had a deep tissue massage and watched movies with her family before going to bed at 11:30 p.m. Porter's goddaughter saw her in bed at 8:30 a.m. the next day but assumed she was sleeping, the coroner continued. Her family didn't realize anything was amiss for several hours and called 911 at 11:30 a.m. Her cause of death was determined to be lobar pneumonia. Porter was laid to rest in her hometown of Columbus, GA. Combs arranging for her golden casket to be transported to the church by horse-drawn carriage. As time went on, our relationship took so many different changes, from being boyfriend and girlfriend to being lovers to being best friends, Combs said in his eulogy. "Somebody that you know you can count on, somebody that has your back. you have their back." He added, "To my kids, Justin, Christian, Delilah, Jesse, Chance, the other man in the house, Quincy, I pledge in front of everybody right now that I will always be there for you. I will always take care of you." And the squad he shared with Porter has been fiercely protective of her legacy. Quincy, Christian, and the twins joined forces last September to slam a report about a posthumous memoir being published. Claims that our mom wrote a book are simply untrue. She did not, the siblings wrote in a September 24 Instagram post. And anyone claiming to have a manuscript is misrepresenting themselves. They continued, "Please understand that any so-called friend speaking on behalf of our mom or her family is not a friend, nor do they have her best interests at heart." They also sought to quash renewed speculation that Porter did not die of natural causes. While it has been incredibly difficult to reconcile how she could be taken from us too soon, the cause of her death has long been established, her kids wrote. There was no foul play. We are deeply saddened that the world has made a spectacle of what has been the most tragic event of our lives. Our mother should be remembered for the beautiful, strong, kind, and loving woman she was. Her memory should not be tainted by horrific conspiracy theories. Along with their grandmother Janice Combs, Quincy, Justin, Christian, Chance, Delilah, and Jesse were all in court May 12th to support their father. His 6 grown kids, he shares daughter Love, 2, with Dana Tran, also spoke out on his behalf in October. "The past month has devastated our family," they wrote in a post shared to Quincy's Instagram, a month after Combs was indicted and remanded into custody. "Many have judged both him and us based on accusations, conspiracy theories, and false narratives that have spiraled into absurdity on social media. We stand united, supporting you every step of the way," they continued. "We hold on to the truth, knowing it will prevail, and nothing will break the strength of our family. We miss you and love you, Dad." Back in 2019, Combs credited Porter with making him the father he had become, and he and the kids were all there for each other as they grieved their loss. "Kim was about love, and all of that care she gave to us every day. We just came together," he told Essence. "It really made me proud that even though I didn't get married, Kim and I, along with the other mothers of my children, raised a great family. We have a great family. The way we're handling it is together." RuPaul's star Jiggly Caliente's cause of death, what we know so far. The family of Bianca Castro Arabejo, known professionally as Jiggly Caliente, who appeared in RuPaul's Drag Race, has shed light on the drag queen's possible cause of death, revealing that she was hospitalized with an infection just days prior. The Philippines-born performer died on Sunday at the age of 44. The context Castro Arabejo rose to fame on Season 4 of the hit reality television show RuPaul's Drag Race. She later appeared on RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars in 2021 and was a judge on RuPaul's Drag Race Philippines. The reality television star made a name for herself on various television series too, with roles in Broad City, Pose, Wigs in a Blanket, and more. Castro Arabejo publicly came out as a transgender woman in 2016. "I wanted to make sure that if I was going to come out as a trans woman, I wanted to do it right, and I didn't want it to be about Drag Race," she said in a 2018 interview with Billboard. She continued, "I wanted to come out because I was ready to come out. I have been living as a trans woman for so long, but I just never told the audience and the fans that. I was actually transitioning while I was on the show. I just never talked about it. I didn't want it to be my storyline, because being a trans woman is not what defines me, and I didn't want me being a trans woman to have anything to do with the show. I always wanted to keep my personal life and my work life separate." Want to know. On Sunday, Castro Arabejo's family announced her death in a statement shared on her official Instagram account after previously revealing she had experienced a serious health setback. "It is with profound sorrow that we announce the passing of Bianca Castro Arabejo, known to the world and cherished by many as Jiggly Caliente. Bianca passed away peacefully on April 27, 2020, at 4:42 a.m., surrounded by her loving family and close friends, the statement read. A luminous presence in the worlds of entertainment and advocacy, Jiggly Caliente was celebrated for her infectious energy, fierce wit, and unwavering authenticity. She touched countless lives through her artistry, activism, and the genuine connection she fostered with fans around the world. The note concluded, her legacy is one of love, courage, and light. Though her physical presence is gone, the joy she shared and the space she helped create for so many will remain forever. She will be deeply missed, always loved, and eternally remembered. On April 24th, Castro Arabejo's family shared with fans via Instagram that she was hospitalized with a severe infection and lost most of her right leg as a result. Because of these circumstances, Bianca will not be appearing in the upcoming season of RuPaul's Drag Race Philippines, nor will she be participating in any public engagements for the foreseeable future. Her recovery will be extensive. At this time, we kindly ask for privacy for Bianca and her family as they navigate this difficult journey together. While Jiggly concentrates on healing, we invite her friends, fans, and community to uplift her with messages of hope and love on her social media channels. What people are saying. Following Castro Arabejo's death, RuPaul's Drag Race wrote on XR, formerly Twitter and Instagram. We are devastated by the passing of Jiggly Caliente, a cherished member of the Drag Race family. Her talent, truth, and impact will never be forgotten, and her legacy will continue to slay. Always. We're holding her family, friends, and fans close in our hearts during this difficult time. Drag Race. Season 14 contestant June Jambalaya posted several photos via Instagram. I've tried to find the right words so many times, but nothing ever felt enough, so I decided to just be honest. Jiggly wasn't just my drag mother, she was my safe place, my human diary, my compass when I was lost. There were so many moments I came to her broken, defeated by the business I love so much, a business that I felt didn't always love me back, and every time she reminded me of my worth. How beautiful, how talented I was, how my gift could never be measured by a placement on a show. She showed me that beating the odds was possible because she had, and she believed I could too, even when I couldn't see it for myself. RuPaul's Drag Race judge Michelle Visage shared a sweet tribute on Instagram. My Jiggles. The laughter was endless, our talks were special, your energy was contagious, you were and remain so very loved. This world has lost an angel and we want you to soar high. I love you so much, honey. Survivor. Nicaragua star. Jane Bright, dead at 71. The Survivor community has lost one of its own. Jane Bright, a contestant from the 21st season of the CBS reality competition series set in Nicaragua, has died, her daughter Ashley Hammett confirmed on social media. She was 71. Ashley wrote in a May 15th Facebook post, "Today, Jane Hammett Bright was found passed away within her home by a good friend and county sheriff." No cause of death was given. During her time on Survivor Nicaragua, Jane finished in 6th place. Despite not winning the title of sole survivor and the $1 million reward on the 2010 season, she became a fan favorite and even won the audience-voted Sprint Fan Favorite Award, which included a $100,000 prize. Following the tragic news of her untimely passing, fellow Survivor alums shared heartwarming tributes to Jane, including her Season 21 Espada tribemate, Naonka Mixon. People don't understand that although Survivor is a game, you make lifelong connections on the island and you get to really know your castmates, she wrote to her Instagram story May 15th per a screenshot shared to X, formerly Twitter. Losing 2 castmates make things a little too real right now. Espada for life. Fellow Survivor alum Donathan Hurley, who competed on Season 36 of the series, also expressed his condolences. One of my favorite Survivor family members, as I call them all, has passed away. he wrote in a post to X. I loved Jane so much. This lady was a firecracker, always ready to have a good time and a good laugh. R.I.P. Jane. And Traitors star Sandra Diaz Twine, who was the first ever Survivor contestant to win the series twice, shared a similar sentiment. One of our favorite survivors, she wrote in an Instagram post alongside a picture with Jane, always had a smile on her face. We're gonna miss you. In a second Instagram post, Sandra wrote, Rest in heavenly peace. Thanks for watching. Like and comment. Subscribe.